that on the board straight away. Well, we see a pulsating start for both semi-finals so far. Let's see what the men deliver in this -80 here.
This is what he's really good at, those quick shots to the face that are so hard to avoid because they come up at the same angle as the body kicks. It's really impressive to watch.
Yep, ELSHARABATY's got that like a baseball change-up. Speaking of changing up, the man from the Dominican Republic there, Hernandez, with the big spin. It doesn't generate anything on the board, but neither man wasting much time here, Stephen.
I like it. This is, I mean, it's a go big or go home kind of match, and with the Olympics on the line and so many points, this is, you can't waste a second in these fights.
Every second counts. The headshot not far away there. ELSHARABATY showing that aggression, kicking low, but plenty of a thud on it. Good strength, not just the flexibility. Hernandez the taller of the two, but not by much, 1m92, around 6'2", 6'3", nice little front leg to the body there. Coach liked it, protector didn't.
If he's not careful, he's got to keep his head out of the way whenever he goes, and he's got to commit hard and with multiple kicks, otherwise Jordan's going to tag him.
Big shot there, almost as you say, tried to tag him. ELSHARABATY, plenty of power on it. Hernandez working, trying to fake and intimidate both men up on their toes.
Solid cover. I mean, it's one of those things, if you get an arm in the way on this system, it's so hard to score on it. So you can easily gain, get over a little bit of exhaustion just by good covering, resetting, and then resetting the pace of the match.
Yep, speaking the pace of the match as we go towards the last 10 seconds of this one, the blocking and covering has been the tail, but both men have been open, trying to go with different techniques. Clashing legs, I get the feeling that the second round may elicit a few scores, but that's the end of the first. And of course, for people that big spin kick there. But the fresh air shots from both men, they have got the range by come the second round.
One register each that round, not a lot of
enthusiasm matched the quality in this one. Both men facing off for the second period, sharing the front legs. And again, the step through spin kick. Nice counter from ELSHARABATY. Air Jordan with the big chop kick on the inside. The speed is there, the accuracy not quite yet.
A wonderful flip. That one's real hard to see because the way he lifts it and how he drops it down, it's impossible to cover if you don't move.
And you would call that a flip? Is that like a different style? Is it, everyone's got different, what would you call it?
Yeah, I mean, I'd call it a flip kick. That's what.
I like it.
Yeah, I'd like to also peacock it out, apparently.
Like it. Who's going to strut their stuff on the way through in this one? Left bit of a low kick there from Hernandez. Back kick round the corner, didn't score, but certainly took the wind out of the sails of ELSHARABATY.
Wonderful attempt. Jordan keeps going high with that front leg. He's opening up his body. I'm curious. Another amazing attempt to the face. I'm curious what the adjustment's going to be for the Dominican kid. Like, you've got to be more on the reaction. You can't let him keep teeing off like that.
There's a return of the favour with the back kick this time, ELSHARABATY. Well, not too many, as you say, registers on the scores here. Not too many lights going on. Not too many lights on in the venue either. But who's going to shine brightest in this one? Hernandez coming forward. 30 seconds in the second.
A lot of great contact. Scored, tied 2-2, but I'm curious, was that after Kallio?
I think you're probably right. Looked like it.
Yep, and he waves it off. So now it's 3-0.
Yeah, it's going to go and remove that, but the Jordanian coach has got something to say about it. It looked like kicking after Kallio. So we're guessing by the body language of the coach there. They're just going to confirm it here.
Yeah, I'm trying to decipher the hand motions for what he's asking. That's the unfortunate part about not being right there and being able to hear what's being said.
Yep, I agree with that. Oh, it's a protector test. That's what he was asking for, so that clarifies it. Well, he's maybe got out of jail a little bit there. He was motioning before about gam johns and so on, as we have a little look at the the stats between the two. Evenly matched in terms of height and weight. And they don't have to wait for much longer. The test says it's okay. The lights might not be going on, but there are opportunities.
Hernandez has got to go, and Jordan's just taking advantage of that every time because he's kicking and stopping. He's got to kick and follow if he wants to close this gap.
And closing the gap towards the last 5 seconds now. 5 points of a difference. Saleh ELSHARABATY can be happy with his work in the second round. They were all squashing about it. Who can find their way through to their maiden Grand Prix final. Nice little double as well, but it was indeed after the referee had said stop. Unfortunately, the lesser spotted double. Did you see Ruth Bagby the other day? You say wonderful to watch. Who's for the watching in this one? Not an insurmountable lead. 5 points of a gap though, and a headshot to boot.
Yeah, again, he knows Hernandez has to go forward, so now it's all short and down the middle for easy points. Try and close this one out.
ELSHARABATY pointing at the ground there, hoping his opponent would look away. Wise to that trick. Nice step through back kick.
Big spin. Oh, that's going to make it 6-2 with the comm zone.
Well, you mentioned that Hernandez would have to go for it. He duly did. Good composure from ELSHARABATY, holding the centre, putting the pressure on. Slides round the corner.
Yep, that was a real dangerous situation. He lucked out on the referee stopping that one because he was turned around, and those are scary to get stuck in because you don't know where that foot's coming.
I don't know where the foot's coming or going, but it's going to be going from bad to worse for Hernandez. Gam jump brings it back to 4 of a gap. Plenty of time though, a minute and some change in this third round. This is of course the first of the men's -80 semi-finals. If you're just joining us in the women's 49s, it will be Kim So-hee and Woo Jing-yu.
Yeah, that's a good call. I mean, he backed up twice, circled out. He's got to initiate a little bit with that front leg to keep him away, and it's a little bit too early to go completely defense. Gives up too many deductions early, and this could make it a much closer game.
As you say, the fine line between patience and passivity, and ELSHARABATY treading that line at the moment. Hernandez, well, we know he's got all the quality to try and get the headshots. Can he find an answer? Half a minute to go in this third round.
Looking a little bit fatigued. I'm curious what he's going to try here. That might seal the deal, unless there's a big play on Hernandez's part here. There's 15 seconds left. The Jordanian might have just sealed his trip into the finals.
Well, it certainly looks that way as he pops up 2 shots, not to score, but to subdue the efforts of Hernandez. Well, you mentioned, Stephen Lambden, our expert commentator, that ELSHARABATY would have to put the pressure on, and he duly does. A well-deserved win there. You couldn't have picked that out in the first round, but shows it what it means to him.
Yeah, I think patience paid off in that one, because especially after that first round, it's your first.
And while we have a little gap, give us your own thoughts on your prospects for the Grand Slam final coming up, and indeed going to Moscow towards the end of the season.
Yeah, for me, like most athletes in this situation, no matter what, it all comes down to that Grand Prix final. A gold medal for so many of us could lead to automatic qualification. Silver or bronze won't cut it. So it's, for myself and a lot of